The reality is, in terms of Biden, the one thing that you know is that this narrative is there unless he does something spectacular. You know, like if he comes out, rips his shirt off, does a couple of push-ups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Famously, David Cameron had a big, long, impromptu speech that won him the sort of Tory leadership back in the day. I just frankly don't think Biden's capable.
No, I don't think he's capable of doing it either. But I'm saying that is
that's the theory. But the difference between something like David Cameron and changing a narrative, or Obama coming out and having a better second debate performance against Mitt Romney, is that this is a distinct narrative that's different from a bad performance or a bad narrative. It's an understanding that he will decline as the months and years go on. I don't understand why people are treating this as if it's like bad PR, or he had a sex scandal, or there was something bad that happened in his presidency. The narrative is about declining cognition. There is no way it gets better because Americans can do math and understand that about aging and dying. That's my feeling. This is different than other narratives or other bad press or bad polling, because now it's like
it's reality.
It's there's no putting this toothpaste back in the tube. You can't.
I mean, for the most part, I think that's correct. But again, if he comes out and he does like half a dozen jumping jacks, here's part of the other problem. I mean, this is the problem right here that Emma's talking about. This is an advertisement from the Friends of Dave McCormick. Who's Dave McCormick? He is running against Bob Casey in Pennsylvania. And these are the type of ads you're going to see over and over and over again, unless one of two things happen. Unless Joe Biden shows up at this Stephanopoulos interview, rips off his shirt, does a couple of push-ups, does a couple of jumping jacks, and then begins to, hit
a golf ball.
Hit a golf ball, or, talk, start weaving some type of magical oracle, oration to Stephanopoulos.
He recites Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria.
Or if he drops out. But this is the problem that Democrats have right now.
The worst debate I've ever seen in my entire life.
No two ways about it. That was not a good debate for Joe Biden.
Panic.
Not just panic, it's pain. Oh my God. So what do we do about this?
Everything we have to do with...
What would you have Joe Biden do to make the case that he's not an elderly, well-meaning gentleman?
People are going to see it in the campaign.
No question he's prepared to do this job today and would be were he reelected.
One of my best buddies, very close friend, one of my closest friends, Bobby Casey.
I have a lot of confidence in his leadership. No question he's prepared to do this job today.
He's imperiling the country. That's what they'll say. He's not. He's. Well, I think that you could probably make a case that he doesn't even fully understand like the genocide that he's funding in Gaza, like because the way that Netanyahu's manipulated him so much is inexplicable. Even though I know he has an ideological bent, but that's what you're going to see everywhere. And Bob Casey is one of those Democrats in the swing state. Bob Casey, per the polling we read from Emerson like a week and a half ago, is up 6 points or something in Pennsylvania, and Biden was down. Some other polls in Pennsylvania have shown that he's tied. But that's why that is going to be like the tactic from Republicans, is because Biden's approval rating is lower and he's underperforming relative to other Democrats in those states. And do you think it's going to get better after the debate?
I'm also not trying to be alarmist here, but like the Stephanopoulos interview is set for Friday. Like
Friday, July 5th.
It's Tuesday. Why not do it like tonight?
Come on, Jack.
Yeah.
No, people are going to will be off.
Yes.
Right.
This is like we used to call
you're so
on
right.
the first iteration of the Majority Report is the Friday night one cheek sneak.
Yeah. This is when the NFL
you let it out so that nobody hears
concussion loss like findings. Right.
It's a late Friday news dump basically
on a long weekend.
Holiday weekend.
Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.